Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to JFD Brokers Traders Espresso with me, Darius Chauskas. Today's the 5th of April 2018. So we're gonna have a look at the markets, what happened yesterday, what to watch out for today. But as always, before we jump into the charts, let's have a look at our risk disclaimer. So JFD Brokers offers exclusively consultancy-free services. The content of this webinar does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. And I'll just give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. So, also, before we jump into the charts, quick reminder of our JFD Brokers website. If specifically, if you click here on JFD Group, go on JFD Research, it'll take you to this page here, which we run, our research department runs, and we throw out different trading analysis, technical analysis, trading shoutouts, daily reports, also in different languages, as you can see here. So yeah, guys, I mean, I think you can find something useful for yourself here. So please do not hesitate to visit us. But now let's have a look at the charts. Now, the first one, S&P 500. Yesterday I was talking about this, and I said to be careful, because even though we had a break below, yesterday we were seeing, during the European session, we were seeing a sell-off here in the futures market, in the US futures market, and I said to just kind of be cautious here, because, well, in this market environment right now, we could see even more surprises, to be honest. And yesterday we had one of these as well. So the market just retraced and moved higher, and now it's sitting here at around this 2650 mark on the S&P 500. Now keep an eye on this 2650, guys. I'm having this areas highlighted for quite a while now, and I'm keeping an eye on it. And again, a move above this, I'm not saying that it will continue rallying from now on, but it's just this level 2650 could be a good area to watch out for. A break above this could push this index higher a little bit, maybe towards this 2695 or 2700. So this would be the next area that I would be watching. And if that doesn't hold, this resistance level doesn't hold, well, we could see maybe a push higher a little bit towards this downwards moving trend line that started here on around the 29th of January. So that level would be around this 2755, and the 2755, just to remind you, I was talking about this level probably in about, like, I don't know, definitely a couple of, for like 3-4 weeks ago in my videos, and we saw that this level was being respected. It was acting as a resistance, then it was support, and then support and resistance again. So guys, yeah, I mean, keep an eye on this 2755. If we, like I said, if we're gonna break through the 2650 and then the 2700. On the downside, of course, we do still have this upper side here, this 200-day EMA on the daily chart, and at the moment we're seeing that it's bouncing off of it nicely. Well, slightly broke it, but then bounced off of it. So still keep an eye on this 200 EMA. I think that the price might kind of trade around it a little bit for quite a while. Maybe even, I don't know, maybe on Friday with the jobs numbers something might change. So still, even though this is like a strong bullish daily candle that has formed here, still I would really recommend to stay sharp on this one. I mean, anything could happen. Similar stories on the Dow. Dow had a nice rebound, move higher yesterday, and it met this key resistance level at around 24,200. we had a nice break above this. It's the same story as with the S&P. Be careful, because like I said, this trading environment is really not helping traders. I mean, with the choppy sessions that we're seeing. So at the moment, even just judging by this, I mean, we could potentially head higher here towards this next level at around 24,650. So the only thing is that if you might as well take into account this little area right here. This was around 24,450. So I would say watch for a break here, a break of the 24,450, and then we could potentially head higher, maybe towards, like I said, maybe towards the 24,650, and then maybe higher as well. But let's move step by step. Like I said, this is a very choppy market at the moment, so we need to stay sharp on that one. Let's quickly have a look at the actually, before we jump into the pairs, I want to have a look at US oil, so WTI. Yesterday I was in my trader's tea time in the evening, I was talking about this area here, and just look at it, how nicely it is bouncing off of this right now from this upwards moving trend line that started here at around August, in the end of August 2017. Now, of course, I mean, that doesn't mean that from now on we're going to just continue moving higher or something, but still, I mean, this area has been respected, and potentially maybe we could see something like a move back down again, but then a better test of this area and then a move higher. But like I said, for now, it seems like this is looking strong, and yeah, I mean, we could, like I said, we could potentially see some later on, of course, in the longer term, a move higher from here, if this upwards moving trend line will continue being respected. If we see a break below this, well, this changes the game a little bit. Then we do have this area right here at around 60 mark, at around number of 60, and if that doesn't hold, well, we do have the next one is the 58. But of course, let's go step by step again, and just watch for this area first. And that's only if we're going to get a break below this upwards moving trend line. So and now let's have a look at a few pairs. So the euro dollar, let's put a 4-hour chart. Yes, it's also a bit of a mess, I would say. Yesterday we had a nice spike above the 123 level, then we retraced, then the price moved again towards it. It was rejected around this area, but the next candle initially went above the 123, but then actually closed way below, and now we're seeing a continuation to the downside. It is, to be honest, like I said, as I mentioned, it is a very difficult market right now, and I would say be very, very careful with this. We do have this upwards moving trend line that started in April 2017, so this is just dragging here, and if this negativity will continue like this, I mean, we could potentially see a test of this area. So that would be around this 122,500 maybe level, something like that, even though we do have a stronger support area around here, around this 122,400. So we could see something like a move lower here, a test of this upwards moving trend line, then a break below, but probably could be a false breakout. Of course, I'm just guessing here, I'm just speculating here, just my speculations are based on previous historic activity, and I mean, we all, if you're an active trader, you have seen these scenarios where it seems like it's now going to break it and move lower, but then actually the candle closes above it, and the stops get wiped out, and some traders' stops get taken out, and then yeah, the price reverses and moves higher. So be aware of something like this. I mean, a similar scenario, if we see a move towards this upwards moving trend line. To be honest, if we get a nice strong break below this, I doubt that something could happen today. Probably euro dollar is saving itself for tomorrow for the jobs numbers. So if we, like I said, if we get a nice break below here, below this upwards moving trend line, and then this level here at 122,400, keep an eye on this next area here on the downside at around the 121,500. So a good level of support this area could be. Let's have a look at it quickly at the GBPUSD. So this one, well, this one keeps balancing above its upwards move, this short-term upwards moving trend line that started in the beginning of March, on the 1st of March, and at the moment, I mean, yeah, we're seeing that this is getting respected. The only thing what is concerning me, that even though it is getting respected here, it had like already several touches, and we saw these false breakouts here. But to be honest, the price hasn't moved strongly from this upwards moving trend line, or let's say upwards moving support line. The price kind of keeps balancing just slightly above it, so this actually raises my concern. And if we now could see a strong move below this, well, to be honest, I mean, of course, I mean, I could say that now we could see like a move, now a continuation to the downside and everything like that. But the thing is that, like I said, it is getting tested quite a few times already, and this is raising my concerns here, and I would probably stay very careful with this. If I would see a break here, and then especially a close below this upwards moving support line, then I would be aiming for this psychological 140 level that we're still keeping an eye on, and then this pair seems to be loving this area. But yeah, like I said, keep an eye on this right now. I think, well, this area here that it is trading right now at around 14700 is looking strong as well. It is looking, even though it was broken here a few times, but actually just the pair continues to trade around it. So at the moment, that's what I'm saying, it looks like something like it's building up here in this pair, and be prepared to catch this, to be honest, let's say like that. Yeah. On the upside, of course, guys, I mean, there are some good levels that we're watching here, especially this 141,200. If we do get a nice bounce off this upwards moving support line, we could move towards this 141,200 first, and then we're looking at this 141,500. If broken, well, it's opening the path towards these higher levels. But then again, like I said, for now, just keep an eye on this upwards moving support line, because, well, we might get something out of it. Quickly, let's have a look at Aussie dollar. I think I'm running out of time a little bit here, as always. But okay, so this has been, we saw this downwards moving channel here initially. Then we kind of saw this falling wedge formation. We broke it nicely to the upside, and at the moment it is very choppy here. There is no clear direction, even though, yeah, the direction is a little bit to the upside, but still it seems that it wants to go higher, but then it gets rejected, gets some sort of sell-off and then correction. I mean, if we do get a nice move above this, again, the 0.7770, and then we take out these highs here, these yesterday's highs, that came in line actually with this little level here. This area, this was the high here on the 19th of March. So it met its resistance around this 0.772250. And if we do get something like that, again, a move above this, it could continue moving higher, maybe towards this 0.77600, approximately there. So at the moment, keep an eye on this. I mean, a break, for example, a break to the downside here below this 0.76700 could potentially push this pair towards this little area right here at 0.76400. So I would probably, me personally, I would stay away from this this pair for now, because, like I said, it's too choppy, and it seems that any little news is affecting it, especially with the trade wars happening right now. So and this is a very commodity driven pair, so so yeah, it is kind of getting affected by these wars right now, so keep an eye on this one. Now I think, yes, definitely I've run out of time already, I think, guys, and quickly wanted to actually mention one more. Is nobody's probably looking at this one very much, but this is the dollar Chinese yuan, and it is on a down move here. We can see on a long-term down move, but I think this is building something interesting here. It is building up this little range that I was watching here, and a break above here could potentially send this pair higher, maybe towards this little level right here, and if, oh yeah, of course, a break below we could potentially see some lower levels. But at the moment, I would just probably recommend to keep an eye on this little range here that we've got on the daily chart. Well, little, I would probably that's a strong word to say, but still within this this range here. Keep an eye on this range, guys. I mean, this is something interesting right now building up. Okay, definitely I need to jump off the mic. I hope you have a good European session, and as always, keep an eye on the price action, and join me today later on at 14:15 British summertime for my traders tea time. Okay, guys, as always, like I said, keep an eye on the price action. Bye bye. Thank you.